Okay, so last week a guy stopped to stare at my pipe. And I need you to understand that's a compliment. That's maybe the highest compliment there is on a job site. Big journeyman, 30 years in, seen everything. He's walking past our area to get somewhere else, and he stops. Looks up at a rack of conduit I'd been running all day. Just looks at it for a second, and he goes, "That's clean." 2 words, and then he keeps walking. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought about it for the rest of the day. I probably think about it still, because to get a 30-year guy to stop and say, "That's clean," about a run of pipe, that means the bends were right, parallel, even, landing where they should. It means I made something beautiful. I'm Connor Walsh. This is Hot Wired, and today I'm gonna try to convince you that bending pipe is an art form. It's beautiful. I don't care how that sounds. So first, what am I even talking about? Conduit, pipe. It's the metal tube that electrical wire runs through inside a building. Protects the wire, organizes it, makes it so somebody can come back in 20 years and pull new wire through the same path. You've walked under 1,000,000 feet of it. Parking garages, warehouses, basements, anywhere the ceiling's exposed. You just never looked up. Now the wire needs to get from point A to point B, and the building is not a straight line. There are corners, walls, beams in the way, other trade stuff you have to go around. So the pipe has to turn. It has to climb, offset, kick around an obstacle, and come back to level, and land dead center on a box. And you make those turns with a tool called a bender. It's basically a shoe-shaped head on a handle. You put the pipe in it, you put your foot on it, you pull the handle, and the pipe bends around the shoe. Simple tool, looks like nothing. And that simple-looking tool is where the entire art lives. Because anybody can pull a handle and put a bend in a pipe. Putting the right bend in the right spot at the right angle so that 3 or 4 bends down the line, the pipe still lands exactly where you need it. That's the thing. That's the whole thing. And it took me years to get even halfway good at it. Here's the part that surprised me most, and it's the part I want to actually give you. Bending pipe is math. It's geometry. When you throw an offset, that's when you kick the pipe up and over to get to a different height, like going up onto a wall. There's an actual multiplier you use depending on the angle of your bends. You do the math to figure out how far apart to put the 2 bends so the pipe rises exactly the right amount. Angles, distances, a little trig, honestly. And when you're new, you're doing that math on paper, slow, double-checking, messing it up, wasting pipe. But when you've done it enough, and this is the cool part, you stop doing it on paper. You start seeing it. You look at where the pipe has to go, and your hands and your head just know. You can see the finished bend in the air before you've made it. You mark it, you bend it, and it's right. That's not a thing you learn in a day. That's a thing your body learns over years. And the day you realize you can do it without the paper, it feels like a magic trick you did on yourself. And then there's the rack. This is the one that gets me. When you've got a bunch of pipes running the same path, 4, 6, 10 of them side by side, all making the same turns, a good electrician bends them so every single bend is identical. Same spot, same angle, perfectly parallel, like they were stamped out by a machine. Except they weren't. A person did that. By hand. 1 pipe at a time. And when it's done right, a rack like that is genuinely beautiful. The lines are clean, the spacing is even, the light hits it and every bend matches. Electricians will stop and stare at it, take pictures of it. There are whole corners of the internet that are just photos of gorgeous pipe. And I'm not embarrassed about that anymore because I get it now. Somebody made that. It works and it's beautiful, and both of those things are true at the same time. So why am I doing a whole episode about bending pipe? Because this is the thing nobody tells you about the trades, and it's maybe the best thing about them. You make something real. With your hands. It exists. You can walk up to it and touch it. It's going to be inside that building doing its job for 50 years after you're gone, and you know you did it right. And a 30-year guy walked by and said, "That's clean." In 3 semesters of college, I never once made a single thing I could point at. Not one. Now I point at stuff every single day and go, "That's mine, I did that." And I'm not going to lie, that feeling might be worth more to me than the paycheck. And you already know how I feel about the paycheck. I'm Connor Walsh. This is Hot Wired, and I still can't believe I get paid for this. Next time, the gas station breakfast power rankings. I've eaten a lot of very sad food in a lot of small towns, and I've been keeping score. Hotwired is powered by Namche base. You know what makes you bad at bending pipe? Being exhausted. Being up at 4 for an hour-long drive, sleeping bad in a motel, running on gas station coffee. Your hands need to be sharp for this work, and sharp hands need actual sleep and actual food. That's the Namche base thing. Real bed, real breakfast, 12 minutes from the gate. You show up rested and you do better work. Wish every job had one. NamcheBase.com. Go look.